Joy Hoover, and I am the founder and president of the Cupcake Girls. So the Cupcake Girls, we're a non-profit organization that provides non-judgmental and confidential support to people working in the sex industry, as well as to people that have been domestically sex trafficked. And we do that through aftercare and resources such as mental, emotional, physical, spiritual, and financial resources. We provide referrals in the community, and we also have in-house an intensive case management program that is supported by trauma therapists to individually care for clients that need resources within more of the intense situations that we see. My husband Phil and I have always been really passionate about marginalized communities, people that maybe felt like they didn't belong in parts of society in certain areas because of their profession or their sexual orientation or whatever experiences they may have had. And so we came to Vegas actually in 2009 for our 4-year wedding anniversary. And when we were here, we started hearing more about the adult industry, about how many people were working there. There's a UNLV study that says there's around 100,000 people working in the adult entertainment industry. We had no idea. And we felt really passionate about doing something. Sex trafficking wasn't really talked about as much at that point, but we knew kind of like from what we knew about the industry, we knew there were people working in it that chose it, and there were other people that were coerced into it. And either way, kind of the feeling that we had was if people don't have resources that are working in this industry, that's not fair. I mean, it's not okay for people that are, humans to not be cared for well. So after that experience, we went back to Michigan where we were living, and we talked to some of our mentors and felt really committed to moving. We sold everything we owned, and literally in 3 months, we drove to Vegas and moved here. Within the first few weeks of us moving here, I worked the Adult Entertainment Show, which is the largest porn convention in the world. Hundreds of thousands of people come to work the show around the world. And my background's hair and makeup, so I was doing hair and makeup for the women in the women's bathroom, actually, and literally just bringing hairspray and lashes and connecting with people as humans, like human to human. And that experience right there was really, I go back to that experience to a defining point in my life that this is exactly where we're supposed to be. Hearing from women that have children, hearing from women from the Midwest like I had been from, hearing from, women just like me that have a desire to be cared for, that have dreams and goals and aspirations, and a desire and need to be loved and cared for unconditionally, just like I do. And so it was kind of that was a defining point in our life that this is the work that we're supposed to be doing. 7 years later, we still feel that way. My husband always says we're going to be the elderly folk that care for people in the adult entertainment industry, our entire life. And this is not just a one-off, this is great to do. This is literally our passion and commitment for the rest of our lives. So the Cupcake Girls, the clients that we work with actually gave us our name. So we had worked with a few different orgs in town before we actually started our official nonprofit. And we'd bring in these pink cupcakes into the clubs, and it was kind of just like a connection piece. We didn't exactly know what after the cupcake we would need to do, what needs there were. We really just wanted to go in and listen. And so as we did that, we'd bring these pink cupcakes in, the same cupcakes we still use, and the women, in the strip clubs or people that were in the brothels, would see our cupcakes and right away be like, our Cupcake Girls are here! We'd have bouncers kind of going over there their loud, ear speaker kind of being like, cupcakes are here, cupcakes are here. Everyone got so excited about this cupcake. And to us, it was kind of this timeless baked good that was our kind of peace offering of we're not here for any other reason but to make your day, to show up, to be kind, to be human to human. We don't want to shut strip clubs down. We don't want to shut the industry down. We're not anti anything in the industry. We're pro the people in it. And we want them to know that we're here for them. And so here's a cupcake, and we also have many resources and a team of people that love unconditionally, which is our number one core value, and can provide tangible support for people in the industry that may need it. Yeah, I think because the adult entertainment industry is, for people that don't work in it, is confusing, it can be off-putting, it can be concerning, right? Because we don't know that lifestyle and we don't know that work. And so whether we have that belief for spiritual reasons or we have that belief just for, our personal selves, there's a lot of walls and barriers between what the adult industry considers the square world, which is people that don't work in the industry, and people that do. Our goal is to try to bridge some of those gaps. Because the reality is, regardless of if we work in the industry, I never have, but I can tell you with utmost sincerity that I have more in common with people in the industry, and I've had more great experiences. I've experienced so much passion and compassion and bravery to my life and to our work. And I've personally been inspired by the people that work in the industry. And I think that I would have missed out a lot. I would have missed out a lot if I had not sat down and done makeup and hair and listened with a cupcake to people that maybe I didn't feel like were a lot like me. Because I think we're a lot more like each other than we ever think we are. And I think we live in a world today that is very polarizing, and no one wants to listen to anyone who's somewhat different than them. But in reality, if we do, we're a lot better for it. And so, so we as the Cupcake Girls, we're not on this rescue movement. We don't try to go in and pull people out of an industry or save them from themselves or from any certain thing. We don't believe that that's empowering to people. We're also not pro the industry and pushing people to get in it. We're very much in the middle. And in the middle, we get to love humans because they're humans. And we get to care for humans with needs just like we have, in a very non-judgmental, non-agenda driven way. And that in itself is extremely powerful. We also get to create safe and inclusive spaces for people that work in the adult industry. And so whether that's coming to the Adult Video Network now 7 years later, which we've been doing, and getting their hair and makeup done and sitting in a safe space to charge their phone and talk with one of our volunteers that cares, getting fed because they haven't eaten much all day, or taking off their heels and getting a massage from a massage therapist, all the way to being cared for if they're not physically well or mentally or emotionally well. They can be cared for in our wellness room or with our therapist. And so creating those safe spaces has been honestly one of the greatest moments of my life. I mean, seeing the reactions and the impact it's made on people that maybe wouldn't have given us the time of day, or maybe we wouldn't have given the time of day, has sincerely impacted my life forever and continues to keep me going. So I feel like with nonprofit work, there's a lot of obstacles. I feel like every day, one of the goals that I have as an entrepreneur, a mompreneur, which I call it, because I have 2 kids, is waking up every day and telling myself today is the day. Today is the day to fight this obstacle or to be empowered in this role that I have no idea how to do. Right now, we are working on a building purchase for the first of its kind holistic resource center, which is an incredibly lofty goal, especially for a small nonprofit like the Cupcake Girls. And continuing to share the message of the Cupcake Girls to our donors, to our volunteers, and to our communities, to share the powerful work that we're doing, to talk through the idea, right, of a cupcake, which we start with, that turns into referrals and advocacy, which is extremely powerful in the world we live in, to marginalized communities, especially without judgment, and then into intensive case management, where we can literally provide dozens of resources. Last year, in 2017, we provided $386,000 in resources. That's everything from mental health, dental, legal, medical, financial, parent and family resources, and many, many more within that. And so I think our big need right now is to really explain to the community. Our city here in Las Vegas, we are built on this, everything that happens stays in Vegas, right? And it's this whole adult community. We can go on the strip and see that the adult world is big here. But I think we still don't realize that the individuals working in the strip clubs, on the streets, in the legal brothels that are just 45 minutes outside of Nevada, that they're real human beings that work there, that they're mothers, that they, have people that depend on them, and they have experiences that they need support and they need to be known. And so I think that if our community as a whole, if we just stood around people that are marginalized, specifically our clients, and we're facing things with our clients in our intensive case management like sex trafficking. I mean, people that are not doing this work because they choose it. Then we're working through things like substance abuse, domestic violence. People that are choosing this work but literally are facing homelessness. They may not, we've helped people move out of apartments very quickly that got kicked out, or get a hotel for an evening or a week because them and their children literally don't have another place to go. And then there's other needs, like within career transition. So obviously there is an age out of this adult industry, right? And what are you gonna do if you've worked in the industry for 20 years entertaining our city, but then when you go to another job to tell them, oh, this is my experience, you literally don't get a call back. Or if you do get a call back, you don't get hired because of something on your record. So I think our passion is that our community would rally around the individuals in our community, that we would stop the stigma and marginalization of people that go, oh, well, you worked in the sex industry, so it doesn't matter. I mean, even to the point, which we've heard stories of people that literally are raped, go to the police and say, oh, well, you're a sex worker, it doesn't matter. That's not okay. It's not okay with me to continue to see people that are marginalized be further marginalized and be further overlooked because of the profession that they choose or don't choose. And so my passion would be that our community would rally around humans that work in this industry and make sure that their needs are met, and rally around alongside the Cupcake Girls to do that. So to the person who aspires to do work with people that work in the adult entertainment industry, my biggest advice is, do you really want to do this work? Do you think it's a good idea? Do you care about people? Do you want to do this work for 5 or 10 or 20 years? I think what I've learned in the last 7 years is that marginalized communities are further marginalized when we as people try to come and support them and then leave. I've seen this happen over and over and over in Las Vegas and around the United States to clients that we deeply care for and love. And so my advice is, before you start anything, make sure you know that this is A, what you're definitely supposed to do, B, what you want to do long term, and C, know the people that you're going to be working with and know them well. Not know them from your experiences, know them from theirs. Sit and listen to them, hear their stories, hear their realities, and believe them. Because if we don't believe people that we're listening to and we just take the experiences that we've had and put it on them, we're going to continue to hurt marginalized communities and to further marginalize them. When we are standing up and advocating for others, we need to hear others. We need to be part of their stories. We need to experience their journeys alongside them, or we will not properly be able to advocate for them. I'm talking about people that go to strip clubs just to bring gifts, just to get to know people and care for them, but don't have resources to support them. I'm talking about people that come out for a week to go to brothels or go to a porn show or whatever and to care for people and then go back to their spaces. I think in general, we as humans, I feel like there's a lot of people that start things for the right reasons with the right heart with absolutely no idea what they're doing. And I can say that that was me in a lot of ways. We made a lot of mistakes in the first couple of years of doing this work because we genuinely had the right intentions and the right hearts, but we had no idea what we were doing. So I think the first year for us was extremely pivotal for us to literally sit in hundreds of hours in strip clubs and brothels in our own home. We'd bring, women in for different groups or just dinner or whatever, and literally just listen to them. And I can't tell you how much that impacted my life and the work that we're doing today and continue to get to do. And it has opened more doors to continue to care for people well and to learn what people in the to learn what people in marginalized communities need, and to make sure that our work matters to them and it's not just for us to be patting ourselves on the back like we're doing a good thing. Yeah, so the Cupcake Girls, we literally exist because of people that care about our mission. So since the very beginning of the Cupcake Girls 7 years ago when we filed for our nonprofit, we reached out to our friends and family, people in our community, and said, we need support. Can you give $10 a month, $50 a month? Can you come be a doctor? Can you make cupcakes? Can you support us in whatever way that you know how? And it has blown my mind. I mean, it has been unbelievable to see the people that have believed in us and supported us. Many who I never would expect, right? I think when you start something, you think, these people are going to support me. A lot of people that I thought would support us don't, and a lot of people I had no idea do. And genuinely, we wouldn't be here without those people. And so if our community continues to rally around us, we have people that support us all over the world, literally. We have people in Connecticut, in Florida, in Michigan, in Denver, in Portland, where we have another branch. I mean, all over, really. And so financial support's huge. We're supported individually by monthly donors and year-end donors. We get no financial grants. We're all privately funded by individuals. I believe it was about 1,200 individuals that gave last year to support our mission. We also have a lot of local volunteers. So between Portland and Vegas, we've got about 110, I think, volunteers. People that do anything from make cupcakes, make gifts, help with marketing, help with tech services, do video, do social media, anything in between, really. And then we have so many community partners. We've got about 97 community partners between Vegas and Portland. And that's individuals that are professionals in their field that do anything from financial services, legal services, mental health, doctors and dentists, career support. We have, so many people in the community that are willing to give one of our clients a pro bono case, or give us a discounted rate for clients, or anything in between that. It's really, really impactful to be able to provide them tangible resources, like I mentioned. So if you're a professional in the community that's looking to give back, we'd love to meet with you. And yeah, those are the 3 ways. So 3 ways would be partner with us through your skilled profession, volunteer your time with us, or give back financially through a monthly donation, year-end donation, or you can be part of one of our fundraisers. So our social media is really amazing. We have just a super amazing woman that takes care of our social media, and so you can find us on Facebook at the Cupcake Girls org, and then our Twitter and Instagram are Cupcake Girls org. So follow us there. You can find lots of cool events and things that we're doing in the community. And we also have an event coming up. Our 7-year birthday was actually the 25th of February. So on the 15th of March, we're celebrating 7 years of being in existence, which, if you know anything about nonprofit, we are going to celebrate hard because it's a big milestone. We're going to have live music or DJ, cupcakes, wine, and we'll have a silent auction and just like a really fun night to celebrate together with people that have supported us and or people that want to hear more about what we're doing. So that's going to be at this space. They've partnered with us to donate some of their space, and we're really excited to be part of that event. So with your help, you can rally alongside of the Cupcake Girls and be part of opening the first of its kind holistic resource center, where we'll bring in mental, emotional, physical, spiritual, and financial partners onto one space, providing resources, providing job opportunities, not just for our clients, but also for the community. We're doing this downtown in the Arts District, and we need your help. We have opportunities where you can have your name on our wall as one of the co-creators of the space, that you can say that you care about our community, and your name is up there to show that you support individuals in our community and that you want to see people in the adult industry cared for, and that you want to fight sex trafficking, and that you want to fight sex trafficking in an extremely tangible way by providing aftercare and resources to individuals that have experienced that trauma. And you can do that through the Cupcake Girls. Become a co-creator with us. You can check out our website for more information and see the drawings of the architecture, and to see more of where we're at with that plan and the opening of the space, thecupcakegirls.org.